After delving into the issue of food insecurity in Western Massachusetts in the first part of his look at homelessness in the 413, tonight, Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan takes us inside homeless shelters in Berkshire and Franklin counties.
Out on the streets, things are not always as they appear. This pair of shoes may still belong to someone who's coming back for them later. This pair as well. This is probably not someone trying out a new tent, or someone who got lost leaving the grocery store parking lot. And while the Memorial Bridge may be nice to look at from here, that perspective likely changes for someone living under it. Since 2015, the city of Springfield has seen a rise in its homeless numbers, with totals ranging anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 depending on the survey. One positive is that facilities for those in need do exist in this city and within short distances of each other. The downside is the increased necessity for their existence. With a population of 154,000, Springfield has nearly 30,000 more residents than all of Berkshire County. However, Berkshire County has far fewer shelters for residents out on the streets. So, to help out in these winter months, the Massachusetts Department of Housing and Community Development granted an additional $150,000 to a coalition of area shelter programs. With the highest population in the county, the city of Pittsfield will be taking in a good chunk of those funds, most of which will go to Barton's Crossing, located on the outskirts of town.
Barton's Crossing is a homeless shelter. We serve adults here in Pittsfield, Mass. We have a winter shelter that provides 6 months of winter from November 1st through April 30th, where we expand our shelter to 20 extra beds. And people are able to come in on a nightly basis. We're able to provide them with a good meal, warmth, if they need any other clothing, if they need case management services, we have that provided for them.
No one is likely to confuse this place with the Ritz, but this upstairs-downstairs facility is certainly big, or maybe cavernous is the word. A series of winding hallways will lead to the men's wing or the women's wing. Most of the residents are taking part in either the winter or year-round emergency shelter program, and those residents are to be out of the shelter by 8:30 a.m. and allowed back in at 4:30 p.m. But there's also space for up to 13 individuals for what's known as the Permanent Supported Housing Program.
Really what permanent housing is, it can be sometimes considered a continuum from shelters or to being out in the street even, and coming into permanent housing where people maybe need a little longer to kind of stabilize and find the next step for themselves.
At any given time, Barton's Crossing is housing somewhere around 40 people, but has the potential to house 50. The extra grant money from the state helps mostly with staffing needs as they take in more people off the streets. While the city of Pittsfield was fortunate to receive the extra state funding to help with their operations, there's another city about 50 miles northeast of here that so far hasn't received any extra funding. Their homeless issues were front and center over the summer of 2018, and they haven't gotten any better as we head into the winter months. This is downtown Greenfield, where the homeless are right out there on the sidewalks for everyone to see. But heading away from downtown, many drivers will also pass this rotation of cardboard sign holders. Just out of curiosity, we spoke with this young man to get an idea of what a typical day is like out here.
Get up at 5:30 in the morning, find a place to shower real quick, go to Salvation Army down here in Greenfield on Main Street, get something to eat, come down here, stay in here from 8:30 till about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tonight. I get about maybe 60 to 80 bucks a day here. It depends on the day, to be honest with you, because like the day before Thanksgiving, I made 300 bucks standing right over there by Big Y Plaza.
Greenfield itself only has a population of around 18,000, but it's the main service provider for all of Franklin County, and a 20-bed shelter like the one on Wells Street can't possibly keep up with the demand.
There's about 72,000 people in Franklin County, and most of the services are centered here, like the food banks and things like that. In terms of demand on the shelter, we simply can't handle it. We normally have a waiting list of about 20 people, summer, winter, fall, spring.
While we were there, all 20 beds were taken, 14 for the men and 6 for the women, in rooms that are set up in a barracks style. Wells Street also doesn't have a permanent supported housing program like Barton's Crossing, so residents must be out by 8:30 a.m. and can't come back until 4:30 p.m. This means they can likely be found back out here during that time. As passersby, quite often we become almost immune to their presence, without knowing their backgrounds or how they got here.
The most common issues are substance abuse, mental health. Most of the people are victims of abuse of one type or another. There's domestic violence victims, there's people who are abused as children. A lot of the people coming out of prisons have very serious mental health issues. We get people coming out of institutions.
And as long as Greenfield remains the service hub without the resources to support the entire county, most of the homeless out here will have to stay out here on the streets.
The problem with the shelter here in Greenfield is that they are full. There's a waiting list, and the waiting list is like a year or two. I call every day, I go there every day asking, is there a bed available? No bed available.